Because we have both the cars, the Sealion and the EV6 in the group, I thought it will be fun to just do a comparo. Quick range update. I think I've covered roughly around. Hindi Rosa, no reaction.
I've become strong. Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and when watching this, welcome to a new vlog. Previously you have seen us review the Sealion, the Seal and also the EV6, just the first drive impressions very shortly and briefly. Because we have both the cars, the Sealion and the EV6 in the group, I thought it will be fun to just do a comparo. So we're gonna switch cars. I'll be having the Sealion for today and tomorrow, and Chaitanya will drive the EV6. We'll get his opinion and feedback tomorrow, but I'm curious to see how it's to live with the Sealion. Battery capacity of 70% and 359 kilometers. I'm in the Sealion 7. Chaitanya was busy, so I just quickly picked up the car, dropped it off. Feel bad to leave that car with only 33% charge, but it will do a single day of usage pretty easily. I usually charge my EV6 only up to 50% as suggested for NMC batteries, whereas that's the chemistry of the batteries in these EVs, whereas this is an LFP. People can charge it up to 100% regularly. Again, based on just suggestions online, every month I do one full charge and the remaining I just charge it 50%. But frankly speaking, I might have charged only 3-4 times since I got that car. I did around 2000 odd kilometers in that car, and frankly speaking, a 50% charge does for me for an entire week. So in that sense, never had any range issues with that. Switching to the Sealion, the first thing I notice is one, the instrument cluster is like a TV. It's a big LED screen, and it's not tilted towards the driver like the EV6. Again, kind of explains the focus of both these cars. One is oriented for a family, one is more oriented towards the rider, that driver. That being said, the performance of this car is something else. It does 0 to 100 in what, 4.5 seconds. Like, where would I use that in these roads? I'm in standard mode. It's kind of scary power for our roads, and EV is instant, right? So in that regard, need to be careful. You see those moving animations? Its radar is sensing the objects in front. On the EV6, nothing like that. It only works when I'm using cruise control. I think the Chinese tech is slightly advanced, if not more. But I always also wondered why their charging speeds are lower. Maybe the battery chemistry and how they want it to be. Chalo, let me figure this car out and then we'll catch up, because the video is going to be extensive. It's going to be city drive, and then tomorrow we do some performance runs back to back, and then we'll go from there. Quick range update. I think I've covered roughly around 34 odd kilometers. This might show 16, but it took me some time to figure out the trip button. But on a whole around 34, and 9%, 8% was the battery degradation. That's somewhere between 375 to 400 is the range of this car with my driving style. It has only 2 region modes, but they hardly do anything. I've been driving in the normal mode, and in that regard, I think that's sufficient for city. If you want slightly better range in a Sealion, you need to go for the, I think the base one, which is called Pure, or I forgot the variant. The one variant below this. This has 20-inch wheels, around more than 500 horsepower and more than 600 Nm of torque. In that sense, this is more oriented towards performance or purely city conditions and all. If you want highway, you need at least that buffer of 100-150 more kilometers, or 500 or so, until the charger infrastructure improves much more drastically, and all high-speed ones. Also, I was just talking with Chaitanya about his experience and all. He had to go through the menu quite a lot, hundreds of menus and sub-menus, to turn off all the damn alerts. I don't know what he did. I need to factory reset the car because I like some of them, I don't like some of them.
In this, there are zero alerts, man. Even parking sensor alerts, I feel like I'm hearing that there is a speaker outside, but not inside the car. Here, everything is turned off. I feel like I'm only controlling the music. There are few things that are in the instrument cluster which is a pain to go search and do. But I think it's only the first few times that you need to. AC, you see there are sub menus here, but still you need to select, touch and operate. Even mine, I need to touch and operate. I'm not a big fan of either of them. I need physical controls. In that regard, one advantage on the EV6 is there is a dial. I can increase the temperature or decrease the blower speed very easily. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to test this for performance. I have to figure out a time, do those 0 to 100 runs that we love to do. Okay, see you tomorrow. Chico, how's the space? How's the car?
I really liked it.
You really like this over our car?
I prefer the Kia
Why?
because it's like not too big and I like the grey color.
Okay.
But in this car, the black color seems a bit too intense.
Okay. Hindi Rose, no reaction.
I've become stronger.
You became stronger.
Yeah.
Okay. Time to do a quick launch of the BYD Sealion. I'm just waiting for a clear stretch. Just a 0 to 100 run because the performance on paper for this car is amazing. We have some slightly empty roads. Let's do it. Boy, what an acceleration. Initially there was a bit of a lag in the pedal. That's a common complaint with the Sealion, but after that it just took off like a rocket. I've experienced the standard variant. This is the top end I think sport performance variant, but damn. Whew. The concern with this acceleration on this car is I don't like the braking on this. It's in high region, but it hardly has any effect. BYDs have something to do with region. They don't like it aggressive as the Koreans or the other Western cars. So in that sense, there is no region. And when you brake also, there is it's a bit spongy in the sense that the initial bite doesn't stop the car and then it suddenly grabs. I kind of miss the braking on the EV6. It doesn't stop as confidently. It does stop. It doesn't give you the confidence that it's stopping as well as the EV6. But if someone says EVs are boring, the acceleration and fun, I mean, this is a straight line rocket, but still the first time is something else. The more you do it, you'll be like, it's okay, but still quite fast, man. Yeah, because our average speeds are so low. Even the few times that you do, you'll thoroughly enjoy that. Have to wait to do the EV6 launch also, and then we'll get to know how it compares. It's slower than this on paper, but still pretty fast, faster than my 3 Series, which I had so much fun in. In that regard, both are pretty good in performance. What Chaitanya tells me is that the performance in braking on that is much more instant, much more there's better connect than this one, which I agree. But I like the low speed or city speed suspension behavior and the composure on this compared to the EV6. Whereas at higher speeds, I feel both are pretty same, both are pretty SUV-ish. There is a lot of body roll, there is a bit of bounciness. They settle after a certain point, but still they're not like the sedans that I'm used to, the 3 Series. Anyway, we'll have Chaitanya in a short while. We'll ask his opinion about the EV6 and then wrap this up. As you can see, Chaitanya is getting ready to become Gopichand.
Become Gopichand. Gopichand ఇప్పుడు రిటైర్ అయిపోయారు.
నువ్వు కూడా రిటైర్ అయితే ఎట్లా ఆడిపోయాని మరీ వార్మప్ లేకుండా ఒకప్పుడు ఆడేసేవాడి. You had to age, I don't know about you, but I enjoyed your karma. I did, I don't know, maybe it's closer to 4.5 seconds time అయింది.
అది ఎంత అడ్వైస్ చేస్తాడు?
4.5 వెనకాల ట్యాగ్ కూడా పెట్టిండు కదరా.
చేశారు లేదు ఏమి చూసావా?
నీ కార్లో
బ్యాజెస్ ఏం లేవు కార్కి?
లేవు, బ్యాడ్జెస్ ఏం లేవు, కానీ యాక్సిలరేటర్ పెడల్ ఊడిపోయింది ఫస్ట్ పొద్దున ఈరోజు.
మెటల్
నేను ఏంది పెడల్ ఊడిపోయిందని ఏం కంగారు పడినా
తర్వాత మరి.
బట్ ఇట్ వాస్ ఫన్. ఐ థింక్ ఐల్ కీప్ సమ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ కార్ అండ్ గివ్ మైన్.
మిక్స్ చేద్దామా మనం?
మిక్స్ అండ్ మ్యాచ్. ఇండియన్ వర్షన్. ఎంజాయ్ చేసినావా EV6?
ఎవరా కార్ కార్
point A to B.
It's easy to drive. They felt almost the same. Yours felt a bit more compact and more sporty. Mine felt a bit more family oriented.
I enjoyed it when I started pushing it.
Arey, you have to unlock that rear left door. I did that child lock.
అచ్చా,
ఒకసారి అది ఒకటి నువ్వు అన్లాక్ చేసుకో.
ఎట్లా? హౌ?
నీ డోర్ లోపల ఫ్రేమ్ లో ఏదో ఒక బొక్కు ఉంటుంది, దాంట్లోకి నీ ఆ మాన్యువల్ కీ పెట్టి తిప్పాలి. అన్ని కాస్ట్ అట్లా ఉంటాయి కదరా.
ఏమో, ఐ థాట్ లోపల ఏదైనా స్విచ్ ఉంటదేమో అని.
ఆ ఫీచర్ కోసమే నేను BYD తీసుకున్నా. See, when you have a kid, you have to think about all these.
He changed so many things in my car. Now I have to read manual to make it factory. అన్ని మార్చేసిండు. వీడి కార్ ఏమో ఒక్క సెన్సర్ కల్లా సౌండ్ రాదురా.
ఏం రాదు, అన్నీ ఆఫ్ చేసినాయి కదరా.
ఇంకే గుద్దినా కూడా సౌండ్ రాదేమో.
అన్నీ ఆఫ్ చేసినాయి కదరా. ఎందుకురా సెన్సర్లు ఇండియాలో? సెన్స్ లేని ట్రాఫిక్ మధ్యలో సెన్సర్లు ఎందుకురా?
ఇక్కడ ఆఫ్ చేద్దాం.